Alright, so into the Chantry we go. It doesn't look like we have any other choice if we want to progress through the main quest, so let's check it out. Most likely a trap, but what can we do? The Folly of General. Fennec. Shade. It has been often suggested that the only way for a demon to affect the world of the living is by possessing a living, or once living body. But this is not always true. Indeed, a shade is one such blank. I really wish that the loading cards would actually be shorter, depending on loading times, because right now we're loading the screen, but we're still not able to do anything except staring blankly at the flashing rift lights. I really would have wished that we still could have looked into some of the codex or some of the lore back for Dragon Age, but just a small. Who is this? Looks like a mage.
Good. You're finally here. Now help me close this, would you?
Alright, so we got a job to do, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get right to it. Of course, we got some shades to deal with. Hopefully, we can go for the disrupt quickly. Got it. Able to stun all of the shades. He's spamming a lot of spells on them. Cassandra didn't take, actually, well, she took quite a bit of damage, but nothing we can't handle. Wave 2 coming in. I'll go step on that green circle though. Instant stun, I think, or instant knockback, one or the other. Oh, we're getting kited. We're getting rushed. Hide behind the pillar. Didn't help very well, still chasing me. Alright, so let's see what we got. Lesser Shade, oh my goodness. Lesser Shades are already dealing that much damage to him. I really need some armor or equipment to cut down the cooldowns, because, or reduce the cooldowns. It's taking forever for me to cast spells. It looks like we do mop up the shades and should be able to close off the rift right now. All in another day's work, right? All in another day's work. Now, who might you be?
Fascinating. How does that work exactly? You don't even know, do you? You just wiggle your fingers and boom. Rift closes.
Who are you?
Ah, getting ahead of myself again, I see. Dorian of House Parvus, most recently of Minrathous. How do you do?
Another Tevinter. Be cautious with this one.
Suspicious friends you have here. Magister Alexius was once my mentor, so my assistance should be valuable, as I'm sure you can imagine.
Really? Interesting.
I was expecting Felix to be here.
I'm sure he's on his way. He was to give you the note, then meet us here after ditching his father.
So not really a setup then.
Alexius couldn't jump to Felix's side fast enough when he pretended to be faint. Is something wrong with him?
He's had some lingering illness for months. Felix is an only child, and Alexius is being a mother hen, most likely.
Are you a magister?
All right, let's say this once. I'm a mage from Tevinter, but not a member of the Magisterium. I know Southerners use the terms interchangeably, but that only makes you sound like barbarians.
Well, when you put it that way.
You're betraying your mentor because...
Alexius was my mentor. Meaning he's not any longer, not for some time. Look, you must know there's danger. That should be obvious even without the note. Let's start with Alexius claiming the allegiance of the mage rebels out from under you. As if by magic, yes? Which is exactly right. To reach Radcliffe, Before the Inquisition, Alexius distorted time itself.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Distorting
I
time
hope that's
itself?
less dangerous than it sounds.
More.
That is fascinating if true, and almost certainly dangerous.
The rift you closed here. You saw how it twisted time around itself, sped some things up and slowed others down. Soon, there will be more like it, and they'll appear further and further away from Radcliffe. The magic Alexius is using is wildly unstable, and it's unraveling the world.
This is some crazy stuff, man.
You're asking me to take a lot on faith.
I know what I'm talking about. I helped develop this magic. When I was still his apprentice, it was pure theory. Alexius could never get it to work. What I don't understand is why he's doing it, ripping time to shreds just to gain a few hundred lackeys.
He didn't do it for them.
Took you long enough. Is he getting suspicious?
No, but I shouldn't have played the illness card. I thought he'd be fussing over me all day. My father's joined a cult, Tevinter Supremacists. They call themselves Venatori. And I can tell you one thing. Whatever he's done for them, he's done it to get to you.
The Venatori, huh?
Alexius
Cool name, though.
is your father. Why are you working against him?
For the same reason Dorian works against him. I love my father, and I love my country. But this? Cults? Time magic? What he's doing now is madness. For his own sake, you have to stop him.
It would also be nice if he didn't rip a hole in time. There's already a hole in the sky.
So now we have to close 2 holes in the sky.
Why would he rearrange time and indenture the Mage Rebellion just to get to me?
They're obsessed with you, but I don't know why. Perhaps because you survived the Temple of Sacred Ashes.
You can close the rifts. Maybe there's a connection. Or they see you as a threat.
If the Venatori are behind those rifts or the breach in the sky, they're even worse than I thought.
Let's not draw conclusions here.
Oh,
there
this
really
for
isn't
me.
enough evidence.
And here I didn't get Alexius anything.
Send him a fruit basket. Everyone loves those. You know you're his target. Expecting the trap is the first step in turning it to your advantage. I can't stay in Radcliffe. Alexius doesn't know I'm here, and I want to keep it that way for now. But whenever you're ready to deal with him, I want to be there. I'll be in touch. Oh, and Felix, try not to get yourself killed.
There are worse things than dying, Dorian.
Well, when you're dealing with magic, yes, I suppose there are a lot worse than dying, such as turning into a demon, or a darkspawn, or a 3-headed monster, perhaps. Who knows? Let's try to get out of Radcliffe here. If the mages are trying to, or at least the Tevinter mages are trying to wrest power and try to take away our mage support, that could very well be a big problem for the Inquisition. I still haven't decided if I were to ask the aid of the Templars or the mages just yet. I think the recommended level to take these quests were level 4 to 7, if I'm not mistaken. Level 4 to level 7. So I think I'm just going to complete a couple more quests, dig a little bit deeper, maybe get more insight, and then I'll have to pick a side eventually, I suppose. But being a mage myself might skewer that decision with bias. Templars might not be a bad alternative as well. They can shut down a lot of magic and demons. However, I think closing the rift, you might need some mage support.
Do we believe that both Alexius's son and apprentice are turning on him? It seems someone wants to trap us either way.
Judging by the rifts here, I think Dorian was telling us the truth, weird as that is.
If Dorian is telling the truth, we might have an advantage should we try to take on Alexius, but I think I'll try to avoid doing that quest for now. Let's see what other quests we can try to finish without dying here. Turn to war room. Yeah. Val Royo, our friend of Red Jenny. Apostates in Witchwood, which I'll probably never end up doing, but we'll see. If I need that extra experience points boost, I might have to do that. But yeah, so everything's pretty much done here. I probably couldn't take on that journey. We do have some rifts to close in the hinterlands, but and a lot of side quests as well. There should also be, I think, character designated quests, or I guess party member quests, which would boost I guess loyalty or whatever. I don't know what the term is called, but if you've played Origins, you'll know what I'm talking about. The captain of the Chargers, Iron Bull, a friend of Red Jenny, the Imperial Enchanter. That's the inner circle. There's landmarks. No, we don't want to do with collections here. My goal is just to have a fun first let's play. More blind let's play. Probably won't finish 100% of all quests and side quests. I pretty much never go for 100% achievements anyway, so that is fine. I really don't know. I think we'll just go back to the Haven then. We'll go back to Haven, have a chat with our group, see if there's any other progress, if anything's changed, if there's any updates. We'll be the first to know. That's Mr. High Chancellor Roderick. Gather herbs and metals. I never seem to actually just heard my chair creak here, but I never actually gather herbs or like iron with a purpose here, so that might not be a good idea. Even back in Origin days, I didn't really go crazy with the potions. But obviously, I guess the herbology mechanic is less, I would say, complex. Now you can pretty much build your own armor, craft your own weapons as well. So a delighted new change. I am looking forward to that as well. But again, not really my priority. Priority right now is to get XP, level up, maybe go to like 8 to 10, and then let's try to get that extra XP, so that we can actually buy new weapons and new items and such. Sorry about standing there for like 5 seconds earlier. I think the game was just loading and my console was just a bit laggy at the time. But I wonder if Verico has anything new to tell us. Probably not. Probably not. He does have a Red Lyrium quest though, so see if we can sell anything we don't need. Probably a lot. Yeah, we filled out half our inventory already. The Barbarian Mull, the Acolyte Lightning Staff, which I don't think I can use. Inquisition Battle Mage Armor, I think I probably need to upgrade on that as well. Maybe somewhere in Valve Royale, perhaps. Adventurer's Hat, probably could sell that. It really isn't much. I think Cassandra's alright for now. I would prefer a better shield, a better armor, and a better sword. But again, I think her level is too low. Her character level is too low, so can't do much about that right now. And I guess we'll talk to Varric anyways. Yes, I need
the red
something.
lyrium we found at the temple seemed to upset you.
My brother Bartrand and I sort of discovered red lyrium during an expedition in the Deep Roads. We located an ancient thaig, so old it barely looked dwarven. There was this idol there made of it. Bartrand brought it back to the surface, and, well, everything's gone downhill from there.
Yeah, as I suspected, there's probably going to be a red lyrium quest of some
So
sort.
what is it? Just another kind of lyrium?
The red stuff is lyrium like a dragon is a lizard. It's not just a different color. It has a whole host of weirdness all its own. I've written to every mining cast house in Orzammar. No one's seen this stuff before or knows where it came from.
It definitely sounds dangerous,
What makes
though.
it special?
Regular lyrium can mess you up pretty badly, but you have to ingest it for that to happen. Red lyrium messes with your mind when you're just near the stuff. You hear singing, get violent, paranoid, and then it does creepy shit. Makes things float, brings statues to life. It also turned Kirkwall's Knight Commander to lyrium. Everyone's been kept at least 100 paces from it since.
That's some
How
creepy
did the red
shit
lyrium
indeed.
get in the Temple of Sacred Ashes?
I don't know. So as far as I knew, the only piece to make it to the surface was destroyed. And the location of the thaig it came from is a secret. Did someone find more of it in the Deep Roads? That's not a cheery thought.
I think that's enough on red lyrium.
Yeah, not really my favorite subject.
So my guess was right. We do get a red lyrium related quest from Varric for sure. So it looks like we might have to go in, I guess, destroy it, perhaps. Oh, I can't jump through this fence. Yeah, there you go. No more elf root flying left and right, right? Nothing? No iron?
The chosen of
Solus.
Andraste. The blessed heroes sent to save us all.
Who knows?
I've no interest in being a hero. All I want is to find a way to seal this breach.
Pragmatic, but ultimately irrelevant.
What does that even mean?
I've journeyed deep into the Fade in ancient ruins and battlefields to see the dreams of lost civilizations. I've watched as hosts of spirits clash to reenact the bloody past in ancient wars, both famous and forgotten. Every great war has its heroes. I'm just curious what kind you'll be.
More philosophical question.
What do you mean ruins and battlefields?
Any building strong enough to withstand the rigors of time has a history. Every battlefield is steeped in death. Both attract spirits. They press against the veil, weakening the barrier between our worlds. When I dream in such places, I go deep into the Fade. I can find memories no other living being has ever seen.
You
Okay
fall
there.
asleep in the middle of ancient ruins. Isn't that dangerous?
I do set wards. And if you leave food out for the giant spiders, they are usually content to live and let live.
I've never heard of anyone going so far into the Fade. That's extraordinary.
Thank you. It's not a common field of study for obvious reasons. Not so flashy as throwing fire or lightning. The thrill of finding remnants of a 1,000-year-old dream? I would not trade it for anything. I will stay there. At least until the breach has been closed.
Was that in doubt?
I am an apostate surrounded by Chantry forces in the middle of a mage rebellion. Cassandra has been accommodating, but you understand my caution.
Yeah, for sure, that makes sense.
Cassandra trusts you. She won't let anyone put you into a circle against your will.
Thank you. I appreciate the thought.
But now let us hope either the mages or the Templars have the power to seal the breach.
We can't just hope, we have to act.
Closing the breach is our primary goal. But I hope we might also discover what was used to create it. Any artifact of such power is dangerous. The destruction of the Conclave proves that much.
You don't think whatever created the explosion was destroyed in the blast?
You survived, did you not? The artifact that created the breach is unlike anything seen in this age. I will not believe it destroyed until I see the shattered fragments with my own eyes.
We would do well to try to recover whatever created the breach.
Liliana's people have scoured the area near the blast and found nothing. Whatever the artifact was, it is no longer there. In any case, did you need me for anything?
What do you know about the Fade?
A great deal, from my wanderings. There are few hard facts, but I can share what I have learned.
Give me the knowledge.
I'd like to know more about the breach.
Simply put, it is a tear in the veil between this world and the Fade, allowing spirits to enter the world physically. Small tears occur naturally when magic weakens the veil, or when spirits cluster at an area that has seen many deaths. But your mark allows you to exert some control over the breach. That means it was created deliberately.
But what does that mean?
I'd like to know more about the Veil.
Circle mages call it a barrier between this world and the Fade. But according to my studies in ancient elven lore, that is a vast oversimplification. Without it, imagine if spirits entered freely. The Fade was not a place one went, but a state of nature like the wind.
Is that what really happened?
It sounds like it would be wonderful.
And dangerous. But yes, a world where imagination defines reality. Where spirits are as common as trees or grass. Instead, spirits are strange and fearful. And the Fade is a terrifying world touched only by mages and dreamers. I am glad that I'm not alone in seeing the beauty of such a world, along with the obvious peril.
Imagination defining reality.
Your circle says that demons hate the natural world and seek to bring their chaos and destruction to the living. But such simplistic labels misconstrue their motivations, and in so doing, do all a great disservice. Spirits wish to join the living, and a demon is that wish gone wrong.
Still pretty hard to comprehend,
Is
though.
there a way to coexist? To live with them, if not in peace, at least without such active confrontation?
Not in the world we know today. The Veil creates a barrier that makes true understanding most unlikely. But the question is a good one, and it matters that you thought to ask.
We'll talk later.
Goodbye.
Solace does bring out a couple of very interesting points as to what defines the veil and what is reality, essentially. With that ideal world where imagination will define and create reality, it's just completely unreal. But I highly doubt something like that would happen, though, even in the world of Dragon Age Inquisition.
There were so many questions surrounding Farria's death. Did he think we wouldn't notice? He's killed Farria, one of my best agents, and knows where the others are. You know what must be done. Make it clean. Painless if you can. We were friends once.
Whoa, assassinations, huh? I can't let her do it. No, I can't let her do it, guys.
Wait, what are you doing?
He betrayed us. He murdered my agent.
And you'd kill him, just like that.
You find fault with my decision?
No, I need answers. More killing isn't gonna do much.
We can't solve our problems with murder.
And what would you suggest? Leave him be. Butler's betrayal put our agents in danger. I condemned one man to save dozens. I may not like what I do, but it must be done. I cannot afford the luxury of ideals at a time like this.
I mean, stand trial. I mean, you gotta prove them
I expected
guilty
better
first,
from
I
the
think.
Inquisition spymaster.
You've made that point clear. Apprehend Butler, but see that he lives. Now, if you're happy, I have more work to do.
Whoa, Liliana, don't hate on me, man. Don't hate.
Reports of Fade rifts and demons keep coming. The people are terrified, and it's only getting worse. The only thing that will calm their fears now is the hope that someone out there can save them. You have to be that someone. No one else has any power over the rifts. Seal them. Your legend will spread, and Thedas will learn to trust the Inquisition.
I guess I have to go on a sealing spree then.
Why do you want me to seek out the rebel mages? Why do you care?
I've known mages. Some of them were better people than me. And yet I'm free and they're not. It's not right.
No, it's not. But
They called you the left hand of the divine.
That they did? What of it?
what exactly does the left hand entail?
I could use the left hand of the divine at my side out there.
Every agent out in the world is my eyes, my ears, my blade. Wherever my people are, I am also. Coming with you, leaving my post, would blind and bound me. Do you see?
I guess that's a nice way to say no.
What exactly does the left hand of the divine do?
A divine always has enemies, and Justinia had more than most. I protected her. I watched, had an ear to every door. I identified threats, and I dealt with them.
Like humans, you need both left and a
Still
right
haven't
hand.
told me what you did exactly.
I handled difficult situations that couldn't be resolved through more delicate means.
What is the point of an inquisition?
Justinia would have started the Inquisition if the Divine Conclave failed to restore peace. She hoped that with enough support, we could challenge the very tenets of the Chantry. She wanted the Chantry to treat the mages fairly. But sometimes I wonder, why stop at mages? The Chantry has committed many injustices. If we're going to change it, why not change the whole thing? It's just a thought. None of this will be possible if we fail.
Looks like Justinia had really big ambitions.
I'm sorry she didn't live to see the Inquisition.
So am I.
I'd like to hear about Justinia. What was she like?
A friend. A mentor. Like me, she had secrets, made mistakes. It made her human. I think her followers responded to that.
Well, humility is definitely a
More than
good
friendship
trait
between you?
for a
You asked
leader.
me if we were lovers. Typical. I was devoted to her, therefore it must be romantic. Love is common. Love is simple. My bond with Justinia was something greater. She was a sister, a mother, a teacher. So to answer your question, yes, it was more than friendship.
How did you and Justinia meet?
I met her a long time ago, before she became divine. Before she was Justinia. When I met her, she was Mother Dorothea. I was at my lowest. Broken, lost. And she saved me. No, wait. She hates it when I say that. I saved myself. She just showed me it was possible.
We'll talk more later.
Well, guys, I tried to recruit her. I really did, but it failed.